Hey, what's going on, guys? B Flatten here with episode 2 of GEARLESS Moze. So if you missed the first episode, I'll have it linked up in the top right-hand corner of the screen. If not, I will have the video in the description as well if you want to check that out. This is episode 2. So last time we defeated the Warden on Eden 6, and as we enter episode 2, we are going through... And we're going to find GENIVIV. This is the mission leading up to GEARLESS to Balex. First little encounter with the giant T-Rex. I actually get stuck in the T-Rex here. we kill off the T-Rex here, we pick up Balex, we go and find GENIVIV. Now, I had some problems with GENIVIV, I had to be completely honest. I don't know why I was looking at deer there. I had some problems with GENIVIV, if I had to be completely honest. GENIVIV was kind of annoying the way that she had her movements set and some of her attacks and her placements, but it was a good fight nonetheless. Throughout this entirety, the way that I'm going through this, for those that are interested in the action skills, is I went primarily down the blue tree. So I was working with things like auto bear so that I could sit inside the turret with Daka Bear in the green tree. I was also using stuff like vampire so that whenever I'm in Daka Bear, I can heal and the bear can also heal. When you're in Daka Bear, the green tree skill to enter the man turret, you can proc another skill in the blue tree called Grizzled. Whenever you get a kill at maximum of 5 points, there is 5 seconds of a cooldown that you have with your Grizzled for your action skill. So if you get 2 or 3 kills while you're outside of your action skill, you pretty much have Iron Bear all set and ready to go again. It's very, very important whenever you're doing mobbing sections like this so you don't wait half an hour for Iron Bear. And that was kind of the annoying part, was going through that. Yeah, so you can see my skill trees here. Auto Bear, Stainless Steel Bear, Grizzled, Fire in the Stag's Den, Vampire so that I could heal. I was displaying it off there for everyone who was curious. I have one still in the red tree called Armored Infantry. Now, Armored Infantry is giving me defense, and it's also giving me gun damage. I do believe that there are still some skills that interact with how Daka Bear works. However, it's only in certain scenarios. So, things like Stainless Steel Bear and Short Fuse no longer interact with each other. Same with Scorching RPMs that no longer interacts with Short Fuse. However, things like the red tree skills, I believe, Drowning in Brass, that's the name. I couldn't think of it for the life of me. Drowning in Brass and Armored Infantry, these will work. However, in a very certain scenario, they work on the left-hand gun only. Instead of having it with both, it only interacts with one gun. It's kind of interesting how some of these skills cross with each other, but they don't really explain it to you unless you test and get it confirmed yourself. But in short, Short Fuse no longer procs with the skills that it used to, and Drowning in Brass and Armored Infantry work in very specific scenarios. So I was utilizing that to my advantage. Grizzled is, it was probably one of the best skills that I have ever used and had to, like, rely on properly to get through the majority of Eden 6. There's so many rats everywhere. As you can see as we're progressing through, there are so many rats on the ground. It's crazy. Normal melee isn't really going to do anything to these guys, and same with our vanilla grenades. For those that weren't here in the first video, I'm going through this challenge with only Iron Bear, vanilla grenades, no grenade mods, and regular melee. At this point of the game, regular melee and vanilla grenades have completely fallen off, and they're kind of pointless. So we're pretty much just limited to Iron Bear. I've never bought an SDU in this entire challenge either, thus far in this episode, because I have no bullets, and vanilla grenades have fallen off. So we're SDU-less. We are pretty well crippled I wanted to see if the melee there would do damage to them when they're underneath the ground. Because I was running out of Iron Bear here. This is actually the first time I'm watching this video back. This is all a live like rundown of what's going on. So the cool thing with Auto Bear there, I don't know if you saw it, even though our action still ran out and we had to get kicked out of Iron Bear, Auto Bear still persists. So you can stick inside the Iron Bear as long as you want, and Auto Bear will still trigger, so you can jump into Daka Bear in the turret. Oh, I got 1 HP here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, don't kill me, Ratch. Oh, you got me. Yeah, you can see that the normal melee doesn't really do anything. But he was low enough to get the revive. What was I saying? Daka Bear, when Iron Bear is, or Auto Bear is deployed, you can stay inside your Auto Bear the entire time. And, or you can stay inside your Iron Bear the entire time. Sorry, there's so many bear skills. You can stay inside your Iron Bear the entire time, and Auto Bear will still proc. Meaning that after the entire action skill is like through, you can still jump in Daka Bear and you'll still be fine. It'll shoot the Vanquisher pods or whatever guns you have equipped. And it'll also allow you to jump to the Daka Bear so you can get some drizzled off. Yeah, see, I'm holding on to Vanquisher pods here. They're my main source of mob. I think someone was saying, someone here was talking about like using the radiation nukes, and I haven't used the radiation nukes yet, even though I have them unlocked. I never got to test them out up until this point. I never got to test them out at all. So I can't confirm if they are also doing insane amounts of damage like our friendly old bear has been doing. Trying to look for HP here. Going into next sections of mobbing, having as much HP as you can going through is highly recommended. Oh look, there's a piece of gear that I can't have. Cool. I've mentioned that on the live stream so many times. So many legendaries I've walked into that I wouldn't normally see appeared off bosses randomly in chests and stuff. And yeah, it's just gear I can't use. I have to bypass it over and continue with the challenge. So here we have Balix with us, and we're pushing GENIVIV. We're almost at GENIVIV. GENIVIV's a couple floors up. What we'll do is we'll just skip right on over to GENIVIV, because this is just another little mobbing section. And there we go. So we're picking up some vanilla nades just to try to do as much damage as possible. I'm also waiting out Iron Bear here, because if I don't have Iron Bear going into that fight, I am screwed. Having as much HP as possible, like I was mentioning, I bought some from the store. Yeah, I'm actually buying HP from the store. It's a weird purchase, but it's the only thing I can spend money on. And I've been utilizing that to the best of my advantage. Just fucking around, waiting for the bear to appear, because it's my only source of damage and survivability. And here we go. Here's GENIVIV. Now, GENIVIV took me 2 tries. I cut out the first try because we're already running out of time. Oh yeah, there is the Daka Bear there. I switched over to railguns. So my first run through, I did Vanquisher pods and it failed. I noticed that Vanquisher pods are really, really bad against bosses, but they're amazing for mobs. And I realized that railguns are very, very good against bosses, but terrible for mobs. So here I have Daka Bear. I'm just shooting the little ads here so I can gain some grizzled for cooldown. The railguns are just auto-targeting GENIVIV here to do some damage. And once I'm comfortable with how much drizzle I got, look at that. Iron Bear is almost through. We almost got Iron Bear back, and GENIVIV is halfway through to dying. 2 and 1, and back into our friendly old bear. And I'm going to jump out of here just to be safe. And we go right after GENIVIV, because where you're looking, that's usually where Auto Bear goes. That's usually where Auto Bear goes. Look at that damage. This is without the 60% for having 2 of the same weapons. And there's a level 24. Beautiful. So we cleared the Balix mission, Family Jewel, we cleared GENIVIV, and we are ready to progress into the next area, the next section of the game. That's going to be for episode 3. If you guys did not know, this challenge run is going through over on Twitch. I stream Tuesdays to Saturdays. I do a 5:30 p.m. Central Standard start time. That's when you can see me live. That's when you can see all of our challenges, all of our builds, everything. Stream sees it first, YouTube sees it second, so if you want to see it first and live, that is the best place to look at it. I think we're going to be calling it a video here, though. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll link episode 1 inside the video itself, once again, if you haven't seen episode 1. And episode 3 is going to be coming up in just a few days. Thank you all so much once again. My name is B Flattened, and I'm signing on out of here. Take care, everybody. Laters.